get it, Mama. She's beating up dirty clothes. Get him, Mama. You get it. Beat it up. Oh, wore you out, huh? Hi. How are you? Troublemaker. Little girl No Name is having her first real puppy meal. Look at that. She's eating it, y'all. Because this little girl drinks 10-ounce bottles every feeding. And I'm kind of tired of it. Ignore the hair. It's a process. It got matted up, so I'm trying to get it undone so I can color it. But yeah. Looky. She's eating her first meal. That's her first puppy food. It's put in a food processor with puppy formula, ready-made puppy formula. Because she has been bottle feeding since she was 2 days old. And she is a mix of 3 different Mastiffs. Italian, which is Neapolitan. Huge, big wrinkles, droopy face. Look it up. They look like gargoyles. I'm not a fan. Also, French Mastiff, which is a Dog de Bordeaux. For those of you who've seen Turner and Hooch, that is the dog that Tom Hanks got slobbered on and every time it shook its head. And I think she's going to look more like that because that's what Mom looks like. It's reddish brown, Dog de Bordeaux. Look it up, French Mastiff. Also a very big dog. And the dad is a purebred South African Mastiff, which is a Borbal. Boerbel. South African Borbal. Look it up. Also a very big dog. Dad is 200 pounds. Mom, at her full weight, because she's lost weight nursing puppies and being pregnant, she had 11. 1 passed away. I bottle fed 4. I gave back the others. The 1 passed away on Easter with me. It was the runt. Just failure to thrive. It just wouldn't eat and withered away. The other ones were big and strong. She's the biggest one. She's a girl, obviously. She's enjoying her little food here. Might have to stir it up some. And she is probably going to be between 180 to 200 pounds. Mom is normally 185 pounds at her regular weight. Dad, again, is about 210. That's the South African Borbal. Mom is the mix of the Italian Mastiff and the French Mastiff. Back to Jen and the crazy hair. I don't know if I'm keeping her. That's why she is No Name pup right now. I'm leaning 75% towards keeping her, but I'll have to see when she gets a little older her personality, because I do have 2 Frenchies. And she does growl when she plays a lot, and she does bite pants, which is puppy behavior. I get it. But you have to understand, all 3 of those breeds mixed together, you don't know what personality you'll end up with when you do that. He's a dumbass. Yeah, my friend. He just does crazy shit without thinking. And also, you have to take into consideration, these are massive dogs. A lot of power, a lot to control. And also vet bills. They're like 10 times more because they do it by the weight, medications, everything. We did that with Romeo. She's going to be at least 25 pounds heavier than Romeo. He was 162 at his biggest. She's going to be his height probably, but much more muscle. If you look now at her, see if I can get her in frame. I can't tell because I suck at filming. Look at those shoulders. She is muscular. She's very wide in the front. That's why she's standing like that, like a bulldog. And she's smaller in the back end. Effing phone. At some point it cut off while I was describing a lot of things. Anyway, her dad, or the mother's father, which is a Borbal. I'm sorry, her dad, the Borbal, South African, is 210 pounds. Mom is normally 185. I'm guessing she's going to be between 180 and 200. Just saying. Here she is. Hey, pretty. Mama, look. Come here. Leave that brick alone. I put it there because you keep pushing stuff. Not through the bowl. No. Get your foot out of the bowl. That's why I didn't want. I got this feeder so she couldn't flip it, and look what she does. Can you give me that, please? Gimme. You're spilling water all over. So here I am. Hey. Whoa, just dropped the phone again. I don't know what made the phone shut off, guys. I apologize. Hey. Little whiner. I know you want to come out, but you gotta wait. I gotta go clean your bowls. Anyway, what I was saying to you guys, pardon the hair. I think you missed all of this where I said that my hair is totally matted up here. You see this? It is dreadlock matted. Hey, stop that. And that's why I am taking it apart using a cuticle stick, which has a pointed end to separate the hair slowly through the mats, versus cutting it all off and being bald, because I want to try to get locks, dreadlocks, put in my hair. Oi, mama, say hi. I have dog food on my feet. And no, she's not getting hurt by picking her up like that. Mom actually grabs them by the whole head and picks them up. She actually will yell if you pick her up by the skin on the back of her neck because of her weight. But it does not hurt them to pick them up by the head, which I would use 2 hands if I was not filming. She's fine. These are all her playthings down here. Hi, mamas. Hi. What you doing? What you squeaking for? So anyway, this is the color I'm going to put in. It is called 90 Iro. Get it at Sally's Beauty Supply or any other beauty supply store, I would imagine. I don't know if it's just Sally. But I have to get this mat out of here because this is not acceptable. And I have to go find that lady's number somewhere, somehow, because she was excellent at braiding the hair because she braided it before she put in my weave. If you look at my old videos where I had the black hair here and the red down long, that was actually real hair. It was colored that way. I got it from a hair supply store. And basically she would braid your hair around in a circle like this and then sew the strips of hair. It comes in long strips. Sew them with a needle and thread to the braids. That's why they stay in. So if you ever see a fight online and insist to get a weave ripped out, ow. Okay. But anyway, drop my glasses. So basically that's, move, mama. You gotta stop stepping in the bowl. That's exactly what I'm planning to do, is try out some locks. Worst case, if I decide to change my mind, my sister has them down to her butt. Been growing them like 8 years, I think she said. Anyway, I'm aiming for that. But if I get too tired of them, I can always use that cuticle stick and slowly start working them out. Anyway, I will see you guys on the, stay tuned, next clip. I have another clip because this is going to go in the middle. And then I'll have an ending behind this. All right, we are bleaching. I put it on the ends first where that pink was still hanging out, even though I'm dyeing it pink, just because I want it to kind of be uniform. Otherwise, it's going to be very light or strong pink on the roots and maybe darker on the tips. It probably still will, but that's fine. Sorry, pardon my armpits. I have to wash my fingers. I just touched that bleach on my hair. And it's burning, y'all. It's burning. I'll be back. Sorry, my nose is running, but here is the post-bleach. The pink never comes all the way out. And I'm actually, instead of doing a semi-permanent, I am doing a permanent color this time. People, it is actually called fuchsia, which I think should be darker than a fluorescent neon pink. But when I looked at the hair color samples at Sally's, it should be a bright neon pink, which is brighter than this, which I used last time. So, I like the blonde. I kind of want to leave it like that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to put that bright pink in here, which is called fuchsia. Let me get the box. Phone won't pause. All right, so I am using Ion from Sally's. It is called Color Brilliance, and this one is called Fuchsia. Not quite sure why, because, oh, I'm sorry, it's called Magenta. Take it back, rewind, take it back, Jen. It is called Magenta. If you look at the end of the box there, it's called Magenta. And it shows the box as this color is the closest thing to a permanent that is a fluorescent pink. And when she pulled up the website for me to show me, and it does look like it's supposed to be a fluorescent pink. Now, you know your girl. I usually use Adore from the wig shop, the hair shop. And that is fluorescent pink. If you've seen my thumbnail on my page, look at it. Me, dragon skull, pink hair. That is Adore. I'm hoping this magenta, which to me, if you talk about Crayola crayons, magenta seems like it should have some purple in it. Whatever, we're going with it because it looks like it should be pink. I'll be back. Getting there.
On a sort of gyroscopic set of arms, which maneuvered it outside the open outer hull.